It starts with a paradigm shift in the mind, paradigm shift in the results.
How do people get that paradigm shift?
You know, for me, it was trial and error. People sincerely, they want more. And here's the thing, it's not about the money, it's not about the cars, the houses, or anything like that. It's more so the sense of freedom. See, you can work at a job and enjoy it and be free. But 95% of people, they do things daily they really don't enjoy doing. So ultimately, it's very sad, right? And then we're teaching it is the sadder part, right? So the thing that I like to discuss is, where can I help you within your life, within your journey, to help you have that independent thought so you can live free? We've been blessed. To me, you know, I always tell people, if someone gave you $86,000 every single day, how would you spend it? What would you do? And everyone has this blank look, but then you ask everyone if you want to be a millionaire, they'll raise their hand. The reason why I ask that question is there are 86,400 seconds in a day. And every day you're blessed with that money. And if you're wasting that money doing things that either don't help someone, don't help yourself, then you're literally just throwing money away. And no one wants to throw money away, but they'll throw their minutes. And the minutes is what matters more than the money. So
interesting. That is great. I want to, talking about failure here, I think a lot of people have this fear of it. And I think, you know, in my life, there's a lot of people who are afraid to try things. They're afraid that, you know, they're not going to succeed at that. And so what's your perspective on the fear of failure and to success?
So what I have to tell myself is take the win, right? We have these goals. One of Martin Luther King's 6 principles is to accept suffering without retaliation for the sake of the cause to achieve the goal. The problem is we don't have a cause and we don't have a goal. But we're going through life and we're suffering. But the problem is we don't understand that if we had a cause and we had a goal, you would never see it as failing. You would still just see it as learning to achieve your goal for the sake of the cause. So I always suggest to people is, look, let's figure out what your goals are. And it sounds, you may have heard it before, right? I've heard it before, write your goals down. But a lot of people don't do it. But if you can figure out the ultimate cause and the ultimate goal, see, there are causes you and I sitting here today. So they had to go through some suffering without the retaliation. So you and I could sit here today on a show like this talking to the public.
Yeah.
And that's very impactful to me.
I have on here, it says playing it safe means I won't ever fail. Is this flawed thinking?
Completely. That decision of trying to play it safe, again, the industrial age is gone. Right? The 40-40-40 plan, get with the job, stay there, play it safe, get a check every 2 weeks. Its functionality isn't proper anymore.
I would be bored.
It completely, right? And I was there. And that's why my demographics are the way they are, is when I talk to people, look, I've done the corporate thing. I've got a degree. Worked for a major corporation, 17 years. But there was always a part of me that said, hey, can you do more? With the blessing of life you've been given, can you do more? So it's not the playing it safe, it's the more trying to give back, to get back, to give more. Mm-hmm. So the flawed thinking is, I'll be safe if I count on someone else to help me, if I count on someone else to pay me, if I count on someone else to manage my money. But what if you could learn it yourself? What if you could take it on? What if you could meet someone else that could help you, and you helped each other, and that turned into something else?
That's so
and,
great.
And you networked, right?
Yeah.
Everyone loves to network, talking to people. I encourage people to network. Here's the thing about network is that if you and I build a net, we let the net work, and the net will continue to grow. That means there's more fish we can catch and more people we can feed. So when you network, you let the net do the work. And then you get better, I get better, and we help more people.
I love that. I'm big on the philosophy that you can, again, like you're kind of stating, is that you can only give what you have. And so like that every day inspires me to be the healthiest I can be, the most knowledgeable. I will read books, because if I want to truly love and I truly want to help others, I got to have it. I got to obtain it. And I might fall, you know, trying to accomplish any of these things, but that's where you learn what was the cause of it, and keep going, and don't be afraid of it.
All you can do is all you can do, as long as you do all you can do.
I love that. That's brilliant. Do you see a change in, we just had our first guest for the night, Langston Bowens. He was talking about the millennials. And do you think that there's a shift in millennials, that they are kind of taking this new approach of I don't want to be. I kind of want to play the risk. I want to roll the dice. Do you see that, or is that not like happening right now?
I do. I see it in a lot of the groups that I talk with, individual consulting and things of that nature. I do see it, and it's really exciting because, you know, multiple streams of income. If you think of the larger companies, you think of the movie stars. We know basketball players that have left the game, but they're still doing things, right? We know they leave as millionaires, but they're still doing more. So I see the shift happening because of things like the internet, social media, too many ways and too many options out there. I always suggest to people, when I was in that position, I didn't have the internet, I just had to go out and figure it out, right? Try a business, fail, learn from it, try another one. And I encourage people to do that now. Take the resources that you have, take it and then run with it, and then take some people with you.
That's great. Do you just I want to know, we're running out of time here, but I wanted to talk about your book just briefly. Where can people buy your book, Live and Learn Your Way to Success?
Live and Learn Your Way to Success. It's on Amazon. You can look it up by the name or by my name, Ken Jackson. I really appreciate it. It's turning points. Some of the key turning points in my life that made me literally walk away from a corporate job. Nothing, no package, just walked in and quit. I don't suggest doing that, but at the time, you know, I had to make some decisions.
Yeah.
And that's what it's really about.